Derek Chisora has joined us in studio. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, my brothers. How are you?
Not bad.
Everybody's shaking in the room, boy.
Everybody's shaking. Derek, how's things? I was so excited when I heard it was going to be potentially Jarrell Miller for you next. I was like, this is going to be carnage. It's going to be war. The two of you, press conference is going to be upside down. Like, it would have been, as you know, I think it would have been perfect. The perfect opponent. Are you slightly disappointed it isn't Jarrell?
You know what? It was meant to be, you know what? Because Tuggy Al-Sheikh said he wanted Jarrell to fight me. Yep. Good fight. But he's got problems at home with his old manager. So he has to deal with those problems, you know, to get in the ring with the good mind and to train better. Until you finish those problems, there's no fight. So we decided to go with somebody else.
Sorry, I was going to say, because you said about getting to 50 fights, that's what you want to do. Would you like to see Jarrell Miller, though, before you get to that number 50?
This is 49 I'm having, bro.
Yeah, but you still got one more after that, though.
No, that one more's got to be something a bit. If it's one more, you've got to go out of a bang. It's got to be something big. And no disrespect to Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller's big.
I want something big. But I'm not looking at number 50 right now. I'm looking at 49 right now. I'm fighting a very tough guy. I like this kid because he's southpaw, and I hate southpaws. Do you understand? And I'm excited about this fight. He's gave AJ a good fight. He gave Tyson Fury a massive fight. Yep. You know, so I'm buzzing about it. So I'm a bit subconscious. I'm a bit nervous a little bit.
You ain't nervous.
You're not nervous.
You're saying that. You're just trying to sell us. Yeah. Nervous. By the way, he's talking about Otto Wallin. For those that haven't worked it out as yet, it will be Otto Wallin. As you say, gave AJ. I mean, I was nervous for AJ going into the fight, but I think AJ handled it well. And
was you?
Tyson, I was very nervous for AJ. I think I'm nervous for any AJ fight, if I'm honest with you. And then he gave Tyson Fury problems a few years back as well. I don't know why anyone would pick a southpaw to fight, if I'm honest with you.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. It was not me, it was Queensbury.
Oh, okay.
It was Queensbury. It was Queensbury. It was Andy Elliott and Frank Warren and George Warren. But it's them. Yeah. You know, they got one fight with me, so they picked that guy. You know, so I went with it. You know, but you know what? I'm more Chisora. I want to fight anybody, bro. I fight anybody anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the game of fighting. You know, it's like when it's all said and done, I'm happy with myself because I know there's fighters out there right now who retired when they didn't want to retire because some of the family members, you know what, you had enough. And then suddenly after 2 years, they're phoning Eddie, they're phoning Frank, they want to do a comeback, but nobody cares.
I've always wondered this, and you guys know better than I do. What is fighting a southpaw? Why is it so difficult?
Because he's got much. He's in front of you. Yeah. His reach is faster than your reach.
Okay, I still need you to kind of break it down for me.
Okay, I'm not going to shadow box for you in the studio, bro.
No, you can show us actually. You got to stand up and no. You
stand up.
No, I'm not. But no one likes southpaws. Well, there's that reason what you just said there. But I think mostly as well, there aren't a lot of southpaws. Southpaws is a left-handed fighter basically. Okay. There aren't that many out there you can even get to spar. So you can't even pick and practice against them because there aren't that many of them anyway. So whereas a southpaw can find so many orthodox fighters who's a guy that leads with his right hand because there are hundreds of them. Yeah. So even just that alone, that basic, but it's like left-sided footballers. There are more right-sided footballers than left-sided footballers.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, to give you an example. Chisora, like obviously we're going into fight number 49. How would you sum up your career? Like if you were to kind of write a book, and it would be a fantastic book, by the way, on the life of Derek Chisora, how would you sum it up?
Mate, I don't know.
Man, it's been some ups and downs.
I know. You know what? Yeah? The biggest disappointment for me was in Finland. I won the fight, and they gave it to the other guy.
Hellenius is that the one? Hellenius.
And it was being promoted by the Shaolin brothers. You know how life is. Yeah, it's so weird that they promoted that fight. They robbed me. Fast forward 20 years later, he phones me for a favor. So and I did it for him. You know, so it's just like that fight upset me most.
I think you've been incredible for British boxing. Like, I think you've been incredible. You know, like sometimes you go to the people that have won Olympic gold medals or who have never suffered a defeat or maybe only lost a couple. I think what you've done in terms of the way in which you sold fights, you always deliver. There's never, ever. No one will ever tell me there's been a boring Derek Chisora fight. No. It's just impossible. It's impossible. Even the last fight against Joyce.
Oh, that one was...
I didn't even want you to take it. I can't lie. I was like, please don't, Derek.
No, I wanted that fight.
Yeah, you always want every fight.
I want everything, bro. I want everything because I'm that greedy kid on the dinner table. I just want to eat everything. Do you understand? I wanted that fight because I had a point to prove. Because, you know, when Frank gave me that fight, he thought this was my last fight. I'm going to get beaten up and they're going to say, you know, you should retire. And then Frank called me and goes, you know what? You got me there. You know, I thought you were going to lose that fight. But when I saw you walk in the ring, you were in such a good shape. So I knew it was going to be a long night for Joe. But, you know, but I wanted that fight. You know, I always want a hard fight. Do you understand? So that's why. But number 50 is going to be big, though.
Number 50 is going to be, I think it's going to be frightening.
If it's big, it can only, like you talk about world champion or a shot at a title. Because that can only be, that's massive. That's huge.
You know what, yeah? I have boxed everybody in my era. Do you understand? I have boxed everybody. Apart from one guy.
2.
Who?
Wilder and AJ.
We won't have to do a coin toss. What a coin toss.
On that note, let's hear from Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn joined Drive yesterday, and he was actually asked about what next for AJ. This is what Eddie Hearn had to say.
I think the plan's quite simple. I mean, he wasn't ready to fight Daniel Dubois on February the 22nd, but that could still be his next fight. We've got the benefit now of being able to watch Fury Usyk on December 21st. I see AJ's next fight being Daniel Dubois or Tyson Fury, and hopefully Tyson Fury can do the business on December 21st and set up the biggest fight in the sport.
Do you believe that? Like AJ will fight the winner or even loser? I mean, look, if Tyson Fury loses, I mean, AJ could go into the Tyson Fury fight. If Fury wins, then I think Fury will call out AJ for that fight. What do you think?
The name of the game is entertainment, fellas. You're missing the point. You know, that's the game. You know, I mean, like, as long we can put people on seats to watch and people tuning in and watching the game, that's what we need.
True.
You know, we don't really care who's fighting who. You know, we had Mike Tyson fight a younger boy, but he had 60 million people watching it from your dad, my dad's age, and a younger generation who didn't know Mike Tyson was. So it don't really matter. As long we're getting entertained on the night time, we dress up, we go out, we go to the nice local pub, and then suddenly we go to Wembley or Tottenham. It don't matter. As long as we're being entertained, that's what we want. So it's relevant if AJ fights Daniel Dubois or Tyson Fury or Usyk. It don't matter. We still want to watch the fight.
Yeah, as long as bums are on seats. Yeah. That's the main thing.
Just say AJ gets beat again, though, by Dubois, because I think he probably will.
No, you won't.
You think he'll beat Dubois in the rematch?
I think what we saw on the night, I think, because remember, everything plays into play. Daniel got there first. Daniel was there early, at Wembley, AJ drove from Essex, went to the hotel, had a long nap, After the nap, he went to the stadium at 8 o'clock, knowing that he's walking in the ring at, what was it, 10 o'clock? Yeah. So from then, when things happen like that, and your management team is not telling you, no, we can't do this, when you do this and do this, so it's not your night. And then when he walked in, he stood in one corner, he didn't come out. And then by the time he realized that he needs in a fight, he was on the floor, so he froze. But when he got it right for when Ben Davis told him, listen, chuck in your right hand when he chucks a double jab. You got him. Daniel went back. When AJ went for the kill, he got caught.
So you think it'll be a different outcome in the rematch?
I think the rematch will be amazing, and you never know.
What do you think, Ade?
What do I think? I try and remove my emotions from this one, as you know. I think Dubois wins again. I mean, I think I don't know. Like AJ done well in that fight for about a minute. Dubois was on top for a lot of that fight. But he knows both very well. Daniel's found himself, mate. You know, Daniel. If you have to understand that about a fighter, you have to understand exactly why he said in the first press conference those words. I was like, wow. He goes, I want to dethrone the king because AJ's been the lion. I want to be the new king. And I was like, oh, those are big words. Those are big words, bro. Do you know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It means it's like the French trying to dethrone the British Empire. What do you think is gonna happen? I'm gonna fight. Am I lying? It's just, when somebody says that, bro, you need to be. You can't sleep.
No. Even when he stood up when I was doing the face-off and Dubois stood up to AJ in the face-off, I was like, oh, we have a bit of a problem here.
Yeah, you can't
he's
sleep.
Ready. He's ready.
He's ready.
One,
yeah. So when someone says that to you, bro, in a fighting game, bro, don't take it easily, bro. It's a time when you're asleep, you're like, you know, I slept, but I want to go for another 10-mile run, you know. When someone says that to me, bro, I can't sleep.
You know, back to you. I don't think you are going to fight this guy again because there's only 2 more left. Knowing you, Chisora, I feel like there could be a few more than 2 more. If I'm honest, there could be a few more than 2 more. Dillian Whyte.
You know what?
I think those 2 fights against Dillian Whyte have been 2 of the greatest heavyweight fights I've seen on this show ever. I think they've been fantastic. The trilogy with you two, mate.
Do you know what?
What?
I might put a trilogy in Royal Albert Hall, black tie, bougie.
That'll be good.
Do you think so?
Fantastic. I don't think the Albert Hall's used enough.
I think I might do that.
Mm-hmm. You've got options.
I got options. I push for trying to get the fight in Ghana in Africa. Yeah.
You just drop that in there like that.
Yeah. I want to push that. If I can get that fight with Francis Ngannou in Africa for our own African people to see us perform instead of performing in European countries and in Saudi, how about we just give a taster of the young upcoming talent in Africa to see African warriors go at it.
So take my money now.
Yeah. And then if there's no much money raised there, I might just do the 50 fight with Dylan in Royal Albert Hall, which I will invite some prime ministers, presidents.
Nigel Farage.
Nigel's my boy, reform,
He's with Nigel every week.
Yeah, every week, bro. Nigel, shout out to Nigel, reform. And then shout out to my boy Donald Trump Jr.
Okay. All right, just already enough. Get out. Right, you can go now. Be gone.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
When I retire, you know what I want to do?
Go on.
I want to run for London Mayor. Would you vote for me?
Yeah.
Would you vote for me?
If you take me out the way you took me out last month, I'll definitely vote for you. Take me out again, and I'll vote for you 100%. All right, more from Drive when we come back.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.